Hi, so I am resuming this video. I had to stop it quite suddenly, the previous part. So we were talking about this Eurosignal pager. We have a sticker here, forms on the industry, so it is shapes on the industry. It is industrial aesthetics label. Interesting. Old logo here from the postal and the telecommunication service. And here, manufacturer logo made by Thomson CSF. Model number is TMF N100R. And it is written, it is the property of the phone company. We have here a battery pack, a nickel cadmium, but it is part of the thing, so I cannot really remove it. And if I remember correctly, it is very difficult to open this thing. So we will just have a look here behind this panel for now. I will maybe do a teardown of it later, but we have a little memory chip you can replace, probably for setting the ID of the network. Okay, so this is one thing. What next? Here, one more little Alcatel phone with a broken screen and very bad condition battery contacts. But we have an antenna. And on this one, which is in better condition, we have no antenna. So I have already a number of them. I will swap the antenna and get rid of this one. It will be a upcoming teardown someday. So for this, back in the time, you could already find online special toolkits for repairing the phones. With this special key that allows to unscrew the antenna, like so. And replace it into another phone. So they are very convenient tools because you do not find them anymore. You really need them when you need them. Okay. So this one now is complete at least. It has an optional accessory cover over the keys here. With a Alpha microphone, interesting. They were not terribly good. I wonder how the screen broke here inside while the outside glass is in good condition. Okay, next thing, some more old Ericssons. This one, the antenna is here, but it is rusty. And this one has no antenna. Here are all the batteries were set up on these things. Very simple phones, very incredible autonomy on this. We could charge them once a week or something like this. Here, something very special. It is not a GSM mobile phone. It is a French failed attempt to make a custom phone network. So it was called Bybop. And for being able to use it, you had to be in town near a relay station, which had this sticker thing. It was in a bus stop, something like this. And you had to be in immediate proximity of one of them in order to be able to use the phone. So most of the time, if you were in your house or in your work area, you had no network coverage for these things, so they were totally useless. Just needing to be in a special spot in the city in order to be able to use it. There is a flip cover here with a built-in microphone. quite a nice keyboard with this thing. Very little LCD display. Rubber seal all around, interesting. And I guess the battery is quite proprietary. Yes, but as it is really, this one is a collector, I will keep the battery with it. And anyway, it is not leaking, so you can see the very special shape of the thing, made by Shaft, a pretty famous company battery in France. Date code, end of warranty is July 1995. So GSM was already around back in the time, and it was really a fail, complete marketing fail. You do not see them anymore now. I have two of them, I found them in flea markets. They are really keepers because they are gone a long time. You still see in town some of the stickers with the free colors, but the relays are not there anymore. We have here, so this is something else. This is a radio telephone, I guess. Not GSM, but a radio transceiver. Brand is Mini Phone. It must be very old. There is a button here on the side. And looks like here we have the programming device to set the color, the device number on the network. It is just a regular dual inline plug with a flex PCB where you can make a small solder bridge to configure the number. Quite interesting. And here I have no battery for this thing. I do not remember at all where I got this thing, but it is really a keeper. Okay, what next? For now, already 7 minutes of the video, one more Sony thing. Some scratch on the screen of this one. What next? One more of these Alcatel phones. This one is in a little dusty but good condition. And again, rusty battery inside to remove. Okay, so this is some white saved at least. What next? One more of these small Sagems, but no battery here. This extra set of contacts is probably for a credit card reader in the back of the battery. Nice condition, this one. It seems new also, almost, in fact. There's still the protective sticker on the film on the LCD. Here we have one Teletal GM410 with no battery and, as you can see, fancy shape. Very light, this one. Next one neck with no battery and no antenna. You can see quite a thick body on this one. One cute little Panasonic. With batteries that you cannot remove from the back cover again. The battery has a serial number, it does not happen every time. And something unusual here, the screws they look like Torx, but they are not Torx. They are something weird, because in fact the edge of the star hands in the Torx-like shape are squared. It is quite weird. And I see I may be able to power it, maybe, with this, maybe. It requires 3 volts. So let's try it. Apply some power to it and see what it does. If I can adjust voltage here. So we have a plus here, minus here. I am checking I did not reverse the thing. And will it do something? Oh, my power supply is not turned on, maybe. It is why. No, still nothing. Plus minus. Let's try 5 volts. Ah, yes, it did something. The screen did react 1 second and no, nothing. This is really the issue with these old mobile phones, is that most of them do not work at all. Most of the time it is because you have a battery backup, a backup battery on the PCB for a clock, and the battery did a leak on the PCB and damage tracks. If I do teardowns of some of them, we will check if it is the case. Okay, 2 last ones for this video. Big Nokia Itineraris was a phone provider. It does not exist anymore. Already did change name. Big old Nokia something. With again pretty serious packing plate here, and you can see there is it is a spot for a full size SIM card here. Okay, and last but not least, tada, brick phone from Philips. Missing antenna 2 here. Of course, if it is Philips, you have Torx screws. You have a funky little antenna connector here, probably for car use, car adapter. And if I remove this huge battery, made in Finland, nickel cadmium, you can see we have here, so model number is Philips PR810 or NHE2XP, made in Germany. We have a contact here that interacts with the battery. So I wonder why they need to know if the battery is installed or not. Because obviously you are not supposed to use it without the battery. And even in a car, it should keep the battery on it in order to recharge the battery while you are driving. Here we have a sliding thing with the SIM card slot behind it, and we have a SIM card. SFR company, quite rusty contacts. And yellow plastic on this side. Okay, so it looks like it is almost a shielding, in fact, over the SIM card here. Quite weird. And the battery goes like so. Okay, so it is. I will wrap here for this part of the video, but there will be other parts because I have many other phones to check. Thanks for watching, bye bye.